Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Well, welcome back everyone to another Monster Jam OCD Before the Shelf review video. Today we are taking a look at the Series 12 or Mix 12 assortment for Spin Master Monster Jam singles packs, and this is for 2020. Now, we have had an extremely good year, in my opinion, so far up to this point, and this really is one of the peak moments of the year with this mix. This is actually one of the mixes that I predicted because I didn't know what was in it fully, and I thought it wasn't actually going to be as strong as it became as a full mix. So, we're going to take a look at those trucks today. We're going to start with the lesser ones. As you guys know, I tend to go with my least favorite to my most favorite. And I actually have already done my Series 13 review before Mix 12 because I didn't receive it until now. But I want to thank Team Spin Master for sending these trucks in for review. I really appreciate it. And with their help, we're going to start this review. So here we go with the first truck. We're going to take these out of here. As you can see, we have a very nice assortment. Blue Thunder Ride Truck. We have Reckless Trucks Gravedigger and the highly anticipated Wolf's Head. But we'll get to those later on. We're going to start with the first truck in the review, which is the W or Whiplash. And Whiplash has a couple new updates on it, which have been added because I actually suggested to the design team for corrections. It has not been fully corrected, but there are significant updates to it from the previous one from 2019 Mix 8. So let's check it out. Here's the packaging. There's the Danger Divas symbol on the name placard. And then we have the back of the card, which shows all of Mix 12, which, as you can see, we have the Reckless Trucks Gravedigger, Earthshaker Overcast, Aftershock Forces of Nature, Megalodon Elementals, Freebird, Wolf's Head Motor Oil, the brand new Wonder Woman, and the Ride Trucks Blue Thunder. So let's unbox it right now, the Whiplash W for 2020. And here it is, the brand new Whiplash for 2020. Again, nothing really extremely new about it, but it is definitely a new deco style, as you'll see in a moment. But let's check out the poster actually before we start that so we can see what's on the back. I do not know yet. Here's the wristband that comes with it. It's this cream-colored yellow kind of color that matches the rims. And here is the poster. So let's check out the back of the poster, which actually I'm not going to look at. I think it might be Megalodon, but I'm not sure. So let's check it out because Megalodon Elementals is in here. What is this? It is definitely Megalodon. I saw the nose. Okay, so Megalodon Elementals jumping over the fountain or next to the fountain at World Finals. That's number 18. So World Finals 18. We have the Mix 12 assortment on the front of the poster. There's the Wolf's Head, Wonder Woman, Blue Thunder, the Megalodon, Freebird, Whiplash W, and then the top trucks up there. We'll get to all those in the review. Very nice poster. And here is the Whiplash comparison. So as I mentioned, they have updated a couple things that I did mention in my other corrections video for the design team. A couple things that did not get translated over was the wrapping of the leather across the curvature. That still has yet to be fixed, but we did get the headlight sockets printed in. As you can see, a very thin print, but they are printed on. So you can see the silver around the headlight. And they also added or changed actually the tailgate little circle back here. The original one said genuine Whiplash, but as you know, the Whiplash thing is a big controversy because of the Marvel contract with Mattel and diecast vehicles. So they did make the new one blank instead of having genuine Whiplash on there. That was something I was expecting them to do, but we did get one in production that did have that before. And besides that, the rest of the decals are just much clearer than the other version. And we have the W instead of the Whiplash name on the side, the hood there with the W, the roof, and the front. And they have yet to fix this as well. The real truck has some pinstriping across each side of this. I'm waiting for them to add that. Once that's added, I think it's going to be pretty much as accurate as it can possibly be for a W instead of Whiplash. And it also has a bright baby blue roll cage with a gray chassis. And for some reason, these cream-colored rims. I'm not sure why they've chosen these rims. And next up on the review list is the next Heroes and Villains truck, which is the Wonder Woman. And if you guys remember, Wonder Woman did debut in the 2019 Singles Packs Mix 1 assortment, the first ever Spin Master Monster Jam assortment. It was not really praised at all. It was one of the trucks that people kind of forgot, honestly, over the course of the year. I personally forgot about it because it was just not that memorable. Mattel had already done it pretty good the year before, and this one was just kind of in my opinion. It was just one of those that they made, but, you know, it never really had much significance. So let's unbox it right now. So here's in villains trucks. As I mentioned, we have already had one truck, which is Batman from the DC Comics series. And now we have the Wonder Woman. And after this, we'll have Superman in Mix 13. So Wonder Woman, the one big change actually besides the blue is the color of the paint. It has been darkened and added metallic. It appears to be metallic to me. So they have definitely taken that suggestion on Wonder Woman and changed that. They have added silver paint instead of dark gray decals, which is a stark change from the original colors. And then the rest of it's still printed or actually painted in gold. The areas that needed paint in gold, they were painted that way. The roof is blue, almost interesting purplish blue color. And then the actual lasso has been changed to a much darker gold color. And the trim on the side is much more prominent than the previous one. And then you can see the silver paint carries along the entire side. There's the copyright. And then a gray chassis with a black roll cage and these gold rims. So they have changed up a little bit from the previous one. Refreshing look, I must say so myself. After getting Wonder Woman 1 year, it's nice to see something new in the second year. And I forgot to mention, it does come with a red wristband. And next up is the Aftershock Forces of Nature singles pack release. And this actually is a much different truck than the one we received in the Mix 6 doubles assortment with the Max D Tour Accurate edition. So as you can see, there's a big difference in the colors and also the body style. We'll check out all the differences and compare them. So as I was saying, the difference is night and day, really. If you look at it here, the Aftershock logo is at a slanted angle now. So we have an angled Aftershock logo, darker colors it appears to be on the bottom here. The lasers are pointing in different directions, and the slime is definitely changed up. You can see there's more slime on the logo itself and splashing up on the fenders here, whereas this did not have that. The front headlights actually were more accurate on this version because the real life truck has black, and these should be black, honestly, but they do have F-150 inspired headlights in there instead. But the real truck does have this pure green grille, which is nice attention to detail from this team. So we have that there now, and the slime wraps up to the hood. As you can see, the Aftershock logo is different than the previous area where it just had this little thing here. I'm not sure what they call that, but there it is there. It looks like a scope, actually. So it's different, and then the roof there has flames instead of these two curving flames with some slime on there. And then the body is painted black instead of this kind of offset white color. And then the tailgate, almost the same, but at a slant with more slime and a different placement of the lasers on the tailgate area. So there's Aftershock, a big difference really if you look at it from the double packs. And I really have to say I enjoy this one a lot more. The colors and the front grille, all that stuff looks really cool. And it does come with a yellow wristband, as you can see right there. And next on our list is the second Overcast truck of this year. There is 3 coming out. The next one will be Max D, and this is the Earthshaker Overcast. The first one we received this year was Zombie, and it was the 6th Overcast truck to ever get released. As you can see, it has the red with the tinted gray color. I really enjoyed Zombie, but it wasn't one of my favorite ones. And my favorite one currently to this day actually is, and it's underrated because it was a big peg warmer, the Overcast Gravedigger. That's actually my favorite Overcast truck. I love the colors, but today it has been taken over by Earthshaker. You guys already know, if you have watched my channel for a while, I'm a huge Earthshaker fan. And we have the normal Earthshaker, as you can see, the big difference to compare today. So we're going to unbox it. No more talking about it, but I want to point this out. This is the first time we're having this. The Overcast name placard here, pretty cool with the thunderstorm. So here we go. Okay, Earthshaker Overcast. What an amazing looking truck. I'm going to get this out of the way just because I want to mention it. It does have an Earthshaker colored wristband here for this pack. So that's pretty cool. But onto the actual truck, I am really, really happy with this release. So check this out. We have just basically yellow graphics over a concrete colored body. I love this one. I really do enjoy this Overcast release. The one thing I wanted them to do, but they didn't do it in the end, I would have loved them to have gray dirt in the back, as if it's concrete or something, just to make it match the other trucks like El Toro Loco, which had gray horns, and Megalodon with the gray fins. I think it would have looked really nice. Also, Zombie with the gray arms. It would have matched much better than the brown dirt because obviously they have already muted the dirt on the sides. But, you know, that's just a missed thing there, but it was pretty cool to see the colors, the yellow really standing off the body there. So you can see there's the comparison. Actually, here's the comparison of the two. just a night and day difference, obviously, because the colors have been desaturated. So I really enjoy it. Here's the front, the hood. Everything yellow has been kept, but everything else has been muted completely, including the body paint. So just an awesome release. I really, really like this one. MonsterJam.com, the standard Overcast chassis with the dark gray in the chassis area, black roll cage, and the light gray rims with the black tires. And next up is the Freedom Flying Bird, Freebird. We have a brand new use of the Wildfire casting, as you guys probably know, which is the team mascots for Team Fire. The original name was Phoenix, but they did change it to Wildfire. It is basically, as the name suggested before, a phoenix off of this bird casting, but it was the debuting body for this new casting. As you can see, it has movable wings and moving legs. So it was really nice to get this truck. It actually became a real truck in Steel Titan, so that was pretty nice to see in video game format. But now we have the Freedom Flying Freebird for the USA, a really cool centerpiece for the United States theme. So here it is, the Eagle. Let's unbox it right now. All right, we have uncaged the bird. We have the Eagle. First ever of its kind to be released, and let's see what the wristband is. Pretty interesting. It's a yellow to match the beak and the talon or the leg here. So interesting color. I kind of wish they would have gone with, I actually don't know, maybe brown to change it up, but there it is, and there's the poster, there's that. So Freebird, this is a very, very cool release. So the render originally showed a pretty plain looking truck without any of this shadowing. The teams themselves, they went in and added these levels of shading that were translated onto the body. So you can see it's not just a plain white head, it is very, very detailed in the print. And even the wing has a lot of detail in the darkness of the browns and the lightness as well. It also has a Monstrum logo on there in the front instead of hidden underneath the wing and leg. I really enjoy that. Thank you for adding that. And then we have the windshield, the top here with the brown. The feather on the back is white with slight brown detailing. That's really cool micro detail. And then the head here, very detailed as well with the eyeballs and the front beak, also kind of gradient here. The legs are printed on with the yellow and the black talon right there. That's pretty cool. And the brown leg at the back. And like I said, the wings do move, they function, they can go up and down, the leg can go up and down. And then it also has a red chassis, white roll cage, and blue rims, obviously red, white, and blue, and then black tires. So the Freebird is super cool. Next up is a very special release, which is the Elementals truck Megalodon. And this is our second ever Elementals trucks getting released. As you guys probably saw in Mix 11 or Series 11, the Elementals trucks Gravedigger kicked off Elementals series with the Earth tires. A very unique look, especially for this truck. And it had the dust on the sides and the headlights. And now we have the Megalodon. And Megalodon is representing Team Water. So let's unbox it, check it out. And Megalodon, very awesome. I really, really like this release. So here's the poster and actually the wristband color, which is a blue to match the truck. And Megalodon is here with the water tires. So like I said, Team Water represented by Megalodon, and it has some differences. As you can see, the difference comes on the body. They actually have added water to this truck like they added dust to Gravedigger. So they have water splashing up on its face and its body across the entire thing down to the tail. The fins are clear blue. Check that out. Really awesome. I love when they use clear items like this. So that's really cool to see. Transparent fins. And then we have a transparent blue roll cage with a dark blue chassis. And then the clear rims and the water molded tires. So I guess they made these less transparent just so you can see the design. As you can see, the design of the water right there. The splashing effect on the tires. Like the Earth tires, they are molded specially just for this series, and that's super cool. So the next truck in this series we will see is the Dragon, which will be the red Dragon with fire tires, and then Hurricane Force with wind tires. And next on the review list, I had a debate between which one I wanted to do next. It is going to be the Reckless Trucks Gravedigger. We're going to get right into this one. I'm sure you guys are very eager to see it. I am too, so let's get it open right now. Okay, here it is, the Reckless Trucks Gravedigger, a mashup of all different Gravedigger paint schemes. It has a Gravedigger-based wristband, one of the only trucks to have its own wristband style. As you can see in green, it has the Gravedigger logo, the pinstriping, the flames, and the horizontal Gravedigger logo on this side. So with that out of the way, here is the Reckless Trucks Gravedigger. And the team captain was released before this one in Series 12, Salvager, which is a mashup Mad Max style truck, but it's not a real truck. This is one of the real mashup trucks. So we have two coming out this year that are real. One, obviously, Gravedigger and Reckless Trucks El Toro Loco. A quick preview of it, but I'm not going to do it fully as we have this beauty right here to review. So Reckless Trucks Gravedigger mashes up a couple different bodies from the past of Gravedigger. As you can see here, Gravedigger number 1 in the blue panel style is peeking out, but you can see there is a split down it with rust, and they are combining the modern day Gravedigger panel and repairing it with a Grandma Gravedigger door. As you can see, there's a ton of rust across all these panels. And then on the hood here, we have, as we call it, the Tony Farrell Gravedigger panel hood there from the blue and silver Gravedigger. And then we have the two standard headlights from the modern day Gravedigger as well. And then on this side, we have the red primer Gravedigger door and some of the Grandma Gravedigger on the bottom again, right here and here. But as you can see, they borrowed the door from Grandma on that side. And then we have the ghost of, I think, Gravedigger 3 from the 5-pack. And then the rest of modern day Gravedigger right there with that side panel. And the roof, of course, as the Andersons call it, the seaweed truck, or as we call it, the green ghost Gravedigger roof with the bad to the bone and some rust tones hidden inside the decals. Check that out. So there's tons of rust, tons of little bits and pieces. It has a brown front left rim, yellow back left, front gray rim here in the right side, and then in the back right we have a green rim, and then a brown chassis with a green roll cage. And we have reached the peak of the review, the almighty anticipated Wolf's Head Motor Oil Monster Truck. And this is part of Team Raising Cane. As you guys have seen in the past, we have had Ice Cream Man release in 1/64 scale and soon to be in 1/24 scale this year. And we have had from Series 11 this year, Raising Cane. And now we have the brand new, one of the more recent debuting trucks, Wolf's Head Motor Oil. And this is one truck that was designed by Star Creations. As you guys probably know, the 3D modeling group. They do amazing work, and they actually gave Spin Master the 3D files and they translated it into diecast form. So this is almost pitch perfect accuracy right here for this truck. Let's unbox it right now. And here it is. It almost feels unreal to have this finally here. The Wolf's Head Motor Oil, one truck that people asked for over and over and over again, and finally Spin Master responded by making it in 2020. It has a dark red wristband, and now let's get on to the actual review. This is exciting. I'm really excited for this one. And as you can see, it has a matte clear coat. It has metallic paint in there. It's hard to see it, but there is a metallic finish. All those little specks, they shine in the light, so you can do it in the sunlight, you'll see them. But the actual truck itself, the casting, like I mentioned, is the original 3D modeling from the actual Star Creations group. They gave it to Spin Master and they translated it into a diecast form. The overall execution is exactly how the real life truck looks. I mean, there's barely anything besides the missing gap here that is different from the real life truck. As you can see, it has the red iris in the eyeball. We have the teeth across the fender here, the airbrushing style paint, and then the Monstrum logo FTI, Wolf's Head, the Star Creations logo right there. Then we have Wolf's Head Motor Oil since 1879. That's crazy. On the back tailgate. And you can see the color of the paint there, the brown. And the roof has the Wolf's Head Motor Oil since 1879 with the window, the windshield, pretty big windshield. And the ears also, I love the shape of the ears. They look just like the real one. And the front here with the teeth, the nose, the scrunching area here. Lots of 3D detail. Lots of airbrushing detail. I love it. And this side as well. It has a red chassis, black roll cage, and then these awesome, accurate red bead locks with black rims. These actually can be swapped onto the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior Fire to make an accurate version as well. But that is epic. This is the, I mean, I can't say it's the best truck of the year. It's not my favorite truck of the year. It's one of my top ones, but for many people, this will likely be their favorite of the year. We're on to the last one. Obviously, we know what time it is. It's the last truck of the case. I always save it for last, which is the chase piece. As you guys know, and I have mentioned in my previous videos, they actually gave me the first 4 chase pieces out of the box. So I'm not going to be unboxing the Blue Thunder today because I already have one for review. But the other two chase pieces that we've already seen up to this point was, of course, Mix 10's Gravedigger Ride Truck and Mix 11's BKT, my personal favorite. And now we have the predecessor to BKT, the Blue Thunder. It does have the new updated look from Blue Thunder, but it is the original ride truck that was BKT before BKT was BKT. So there it is, the ride truck. Let's take that out of the way and let's take a look at the two ride trucks here. So we have Blue Thunder, the newest ride truck from Mix 12. And as you can see, it has, like I mentioned, the new Blue Thunder scheme instead of the F-150, but it's nonetheless one of the coolest ones, I have to say. It has the new Ford-inspired casting with the front bumper painted in silver, the grille painted, and the headlights in blue, as the BKT had green. And then we have the hood here with the Blue Thunder, and the roof as well, the lightning. This side with lightning across it. The side view mirrors obviously printed and molded on the truck. Monstrum logo. The taillights are printed in as well, or painted actually, with red. As you can see inside the seats there, accurate seat placement, accurate seat amount with the actual cage on top of here with the roll bars. The stairs are molded on as well on a leaf spring chassis with BKT printing and blue rims. Just an epic looking truck, and compared to BKT, they are an awesome team. So that will conclude our Mix 12 review for 2020. Again, like I said, one of the more exciting mixes of this year. So I really appreciate all your support. Thank you to Team Spin Master for supplying these for review. And check out Monster Jam Landon's review of his Mix 12 assortment as well. I will leave a link to his channel and Instagram in my description. So let's hear your guys' opinions. What do you think about Mix 12? Break it down in the comments. Let's hear what you have to say. The team wants to hear your guys' opinions, and I do too. So I'll see you guys in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, this is Ryan Monster Jam OCD signing out.